I call Tom Robinson.
Sorry, sir.
Oh, that's all right, Tom.
You swear the evidence you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
Have a seat, boy.
You're Tom Robinson, 25 years of age, married with 3 children, and you've been in trouble with the law once before. A 30-day sentence for disorderly conduct. Now, what did that consist of?
Got in a fight with another man. He tried to cut me, but it wasn't much. Not enough to hurt.
You were both convicted?
Yes, I had to serve because I couldn't pay the fine. The other fellow paid his.
Were you acquainted with Mayella Violet Ewell?
Yes, sir. I passed the Ewell place going to from the fields every day.
Whose field?
I work for Mr. Link Dees.
You passed the Ewell place to go to work. Is there any other way to go?
No, sir, none as I know of.
Tom, did she ever speak to you?
Yes, I tipped my hat, and one day I passed by the Ewell place, and she asked me to come inside the fence and bust up a shift room.
When did she ask you to chop up the shift room?
Mr. Finch, it was way last spring after I broke it up. She said, I reckon I'll have to give you a nickel for it. And I said, no, ma'am, there ain't no charge. I went home. That was way over a year ago.
Did you ever go on the place again?
Yes, sir.
When?
Lots of times.
Lots of times. Under what circumstances? Why did you go inside the fence lots of times?
Seemed like she'd call me in every time I passed by yonder. She had something for me to do, chopping, kindling, toting water for her.
Were you paid for your services?
No, sir, not after she offered me a nickel the first time. But I was glad to do it. Mr. Ewell and the children didn't seem to help her, and I know she had no nickel to spare at all.
Well, where were the other children?
They were around all over the place.
And would Miss Mayella talk to you?
Yes, sir, she talked to me.
Tom, did you ever at any time go on the Ewell property? Did you ever set foot on the Ewell property without an express invitation from one of them?
No, sir, Mr. Finch, I never did. I wouldn't do that.
Tom, what happened to you on the evening of November 21st?
Mr. Finch, I was going home as usual that evening when I passed the Ewell place and Mrs. Mayella were on the porch like she said she were. It seemed real quiet like, and I didn't know why. She called me to come and help her there a minute. So I went inside the fence, looked for some kindling to do, and I didn't see none. She said, no, I had something for you to do inside the house. The door off the hinges. And I said, Miss Mayella, you have a screwdriver? She said she had, and so I went up the steps, and she motioned for me to come inside. And looked at the door, and I said, Miss Mayella, this door look all right. These hinges was all right. And then she shut the door, and it seemed real quiet like, and it come to me, wasn't a child in the place, not one of them. I said, Miss Mayella, where are the children?
Go on, Tom.
I said, where are the children? She said, sort of laughing, they got into town for some ice cream. It took her a slap year to save up 7 nickels, but she'd done it. They got into town.
Tom, what did you say then?
I said it was right smart of her to treat him, and she said, you think so? And what I meant to say is that it's right smart of her to save like that and nice of her to treat him.
I understand. Now go on.
I said, I'd best be going. I couldn't do nothing for her. And she said, oh, yes, I could. And I said, why? She said, get on that chair yonder and get the box at the top of the shift room.
Not the same one you busted up?
No, sir. Another one, most as tall as the room. So I done what she said, and just as I was reaching, she sort of just jumped at me, and Mr. Finch, she scared me so bad, I turned the chair over, and that was the only thing disturbed in that room when I left. I swear for God.
Tom, what happened after you turned the chair over? Tom, you've sworn to tell the whole truth. What happened after that?
Answer the question, Tom.
When I got off the chair, she sort of jumped at me.
Jumped? Violently?
No, she hugged me. She hugged me around my waist.
Tom, what did she do then?
She kissed me side of my face and said she never kissed a grown man before, and she might as well start with a nigga. And she says, kiss me back, nigga. I said, Miss Mayella, let me out of here. I tried to run, but she had her back to the door, and I would have had to push her. I didn't want to push her. And just said, let me out of here, Mr. Ewell yonder, hauled through the window.
What did he say?
Something unfit for these folks and chilling here.
Tom, you must tell the jury what he said.
He says, you goddamn whore, I'll kill you.
Then what happened?
Mr. Finch, I was running so fast, I don't know what happened.
Did you attack Mayla Ewell?
I did not, sir.
Did you harm her in any way?
I did not.
Did you resist her advances?
I tried to be ugly. I didn't want to be ugly. I didn't want to push her or nothing.
Well, let's go back to Mr. Ewell. Who was he talking to?
He was looking at Miss Mayella.
Then you ran.
I sure did.
Why did you
I
run?
was scared.
Well, why were you scared?
Mr. Finch, if you was a nigga like me, you'd be scared too.
I want the whole lot of you to know one thing right now. Tom Robinson has worked for me for 8 years, and I ain't had a speck of trouble with him. Not a speck!
Sit down, Link Dees. If you got anything to say, you can say it under oath and at the proper time. You are to disregard the remark from Link Dees. Proceed, Mr. Gilmer.
You're given 30 days for disorderly conduct, Robinson?
Yes, sir.
What'd the nigger look like when you got through with him?
He beat me, Mr. Gilmer.
Yes, but you were convicted,
It
weren't
was
you?
a misdemeanor, and it's in the record, Judge.
Witness will answer, though.
Yes, sir. I got 30 days.
You're pretty good at busting up ship ropes and kindling with one hand, aren't you?
I reckon so.
Strong enough to choke the breath out of a woman,
No, sir, I never done that.
but you're strong enough.
I reckon so.
Had your eye on her for quite some time, hadn't you, boy?
No, sir, I never looked at her.
And you were mighty polite to do all that chopping and hauling for her, weren't you, boy?
Just trying to help. Seemed like she had no help.
With Mr. Ewell and 7 children on the place, boy?
Like I said, it seemed like she had no help at all.
You did all that hauling and work out of sheer goodness, boy. Answer me, boy. You did all that hauling and work out of sheer goodness? You did it all for not 1 penny?
Like I said before, it seemed like nobody helping none.
Seemed like nobody helped her none. Why this woman? Why were you so anxious to do this woman's chores?
I'm just trying to help.
You were just trying to help. There were lots of women that you probably passed on your way to the fields. Why her? Why did you want to help this woman?
I felt right sorry for her. It seemed like she had nobody helping us.
You felt sorry for her. You felt sorry for her. You felt sorry for her. Now, you went by the house as usual last November 21st, and she asked you to come in and bust up the shiffer road.
No, sir.
Do you deny you went by the house?
No, sir.
She says she asked you to come in and bust up the shiffer road, that right?
No, it ain't.
You say she's lying, boy?
Don't say she's lying. Say she's mistaken in her mind.
Tell me, boy, why'd you run away?
I was scared.
If you had a clear conscience, boy, why were you scared?
It wasn't safe for any nigga to be in a fix like that.
Oh, you weren't in a fix. You've testified you were resisting her advances. Were you scared she might hurt you, a big buck like you?
No, scared of being caught like I am right
Scared
now.
you'd have to face up to what you did?
No, scared to face up what I didn't do.
You being impudent to me, boy?
I'm going to be, sir.
No more questions.
Step down now, Mr. Robinson.